This game has gone on long enough, don't you think?
It's time to end it. Come on. Bring the pain.
We've been fucking around for so long.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a long time.
I showed you how to parry bosses in this game more than you can do in the previous game.
It's true.
We talked
Gwyn
about
was the only one that I remember.
Amine for way too long. Let's be real. Any amount of time
That
was
one.
way too long.
And it was most of that episode.
It was
so
most
bad.
of a couple of episodes. We had to get through the Iron Keep somehow.
Yeah, without losing our sanity.
And also parts of the Shaded Woods, I think. My character doing that weird spin around, I don't know what
My
happened.
journey is already complete. My name is Shanalot. The dragon gave me this name, for I was born with none. I was
It just
born
means your
of
parents
dragons,
didn't love you.
Her parents might have been dragons.
Oh.
by ones who
What?
would cause him fate.
Yeah, I'm actually not sure about the lore behind her.
Okay.
But they failed.
So she's
I did
apparently
not
one
come
of the
out as
last
intended.
firekeepers, along with the people at Things
Fate would
Betwixt,
not be best.
Mm-hmm.
but also
Men
maybe a
will
child
curse
of dragons?
once again.
Great.
If you proceed, Nashandra will come after you.
That's Queen Nishandra to
Know
you.
that you will take the throne and link the fire. She covets the first flame and the great soul.
Okay.
Put Nashandra to rest.
Oh.
What else do you have to say?
Nothing. Of course not.
So, the final area of the first game was the Kiln of the First Flame.
Yep.
This one's maybe more dramatic, but less exciting.
Okay.
It's a giant runway.
Oh.
No enemies, no nothing.
No Black Knights. Yeah, that's kind of boring.
So we can come down here as soon as we get the King's Ring.
Oh. So you could end it.
We just didn't,
Yeah.
because we couldn't actually end it
Oh.
until we got the giant kinship from the Giant Lord.
Oh, okay.
So everything to get us to the Giant Lord is required.
Okay.
So this boss fight is going to be pretty fucking hectic.
Oh, really?
I'd say it's recommended to summon people in, but these are NPCs and they are stupid shit at this fight. Ben Hart gets himself killed so easily. Here's Bradley again.
Mm-hmm.
And, oh, Vengarl.
Oh. Well, all right.
We haven't seen him in a while.
No.
So what boss will this remind you of?
Gwyn? Oh, no.
Try Ornstein and Smaug.
Oh, no. Great.
So this fight is very easy if you have somebody, but it is
Yeah.
incredibly difficult, for me at least, when you're going in solo.
Because it's not even... Because at least with Ornstein and Small was a big baby.
Kind of, and that's sort of what Throne Defender is. Defender's the big guy, obviously.
Right. But they also started out... Ornstein and Small, at least, started out much further away from each other and had a tendency to stay... You could get them further away from each other for longer.
Yes. But like the Ornstein and Smaug fight, there is a strategy of who you beat first.
Of course there is.
I like to go for Throne Watcher because he is very mean,
Yeah?
but once they get their health low enough, they buff their weapons.
Oh, great.
Both of them with lightning, by the way.
Oh, great.
So my shield, no longer 100% effective.
Great.
And I really should be focusing on Throne Defender at this point. But I don't, and I'm gonna regret that.
Is this going to be another 2-try scenario?
You'll see. My error will be made very clear before this fight ends.
Of course.
And I mean well before this fight ends. So Throne Watcher's almost dead.
Yep.
Throne Watcher is now dead.
Yep.
Except, not really.
Oh.
At any point from now on, Throne Defender can go over and fully heal Throne Watcher.
Oh, great.
The only way to stop him is to kill him.
Huh.
So, this is why I really should have been focusing on him as well.
Yep, because you
Because-
need to get both of their health down.
He's got a full health bar I gotta deal with.
Oh, God. And now he's going over to Throne Watcher.
No, you'll know.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
very distinct animation right there.
Oh, yep, great.
So I'm trying to stun him out of it. He is not having any of it.
Jesus. Oh, and right back up to full health.
Yeah, fully healed.
And great.
So Throne Watcher, despite having all of his health back, will still buff. He is still in his phase 2.
Yep, this is bad.
Throne Defender's phase 2 is to get rid of his shield, which is good.
Yeah.
So the strategy for who to beat first is probably actually Throne Defender,
Uh-huh.
and there's good reason for that. Throne Defender has a lot more health.
Yeah.
But for me, I have the most trouble with Throne Watcher, because way too quick.
Yeah.
So now the race is on once again.
But, like you said, a lot less health.
Yeah. So, I don't know if it's coming across this way, but I'm in full panic mode. Oh my god, no.
Yep. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, my God. Whew.
So if you come here after defeating the Giant Lord, something happens.
Okay.
Brave undead, you have proven yourself to me. Now, be one with the dark.
You didn't already forget about Nashandra.
Oh, that's Queen Nashandra?
This is the actual queen.
Oh,
This is why her painting could curse you.
okay.
She's not who she looked like.
Yeah.
So remember, it was her plan for Vendrick to go over to the Giants' homeland and kill them.
Right. Oof.
So if you come here immediately after getting the King's Ring,
Uh-huh.
you just fight Throne Watcher, Throne Defender.
Okay.
Once you kill the Giant Lord, she shows
Uh-huh.
up.
Gotcha.
If you've already killed them, she just has like a normal boss fog gate.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's kind of technically 3 bosses right after one another.
Yes.
You got Throne Watcher, Defender, and Nashandra.
Oof.
So her deal is that sometimes she will spawn in these canisters that will curse you.
Right.
So all throughout this fight, you could be losing your max health.
Oof.
I am trying to bait a far-off laser attack,
Yeah.
because that's the easiest for me to get in and attack her. That scythe is really mean sometimes.
Because it probably works much like other sides, in which case your shield means nothing.
Your shield is actually pretty good, but she has enough of a combo that hurts.
Yeah.
And she likes to blow up every once in a while. Oh, and that's what I mean.
Yep.
She also does curse damage,
Of course she does.
which is why my meter just jumped.
Yep.
So the strategy is to lead her away from any of the canisters that she spawned in, so then you're not being cursed.
Right.
It's actually fairly easy to get out of this without being cursed once.
Well, that's good.
I think she can spawn in up to 5,
Okay.
but I think based on where she was and everything, it only got 3 this time,
Yeah. Yeah.
which, you know, lucky for me.
Right. Huzzah. All right.
Now, if you beat Nishandra and Vendrick, something else happens.
Great.
Many monarchs have come and gone.
Oh, it's him.
One comes
So this is called Scholar of the First Sin Edition.
Uh-huh.
still another slumbers in the realm of ice.
He is describing the final DLC bosses of each DLC.
Okay.
As you do. Now. You, conqueror of adversities. Give us your answer.
How do you feel about a triple header?
I don't know. What's this gonna be?
So he's actually one of the easiest bosses in the game.
Yeah.
His big gimmick is that when he's surrounded in fire, you can't really get up close. And when he spawns in, he doesn't have fire for a short time.
Gotcha.
But you have to be careful because where he spawns in is random and he explodes shortly before that. Now this attack seems really intimidating, but you have like 10 seconds of wind up. And then you just
Wow.
run to the side.
That's not too bad. So what is the first sin?
I don't know. Maybe the lighting of the first flame? Maybe it means like a literal first sin that somebody committed. Or maybe Aldi is a big weirdo and sins all the time.
It could be.
So these are just little pursuers.
Yeah.
He does have one attack that is potentially dangerous, but he doesn't really do that until the end for me, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But he does have a phase 2. See this
Oh,
attack?
does he now? Yeah.
It just
okay.
does like a line that curves in on you. And during his second phase, he'll do 3 of those at once.
Ooh.
So, if he was surrounded by fire, what could phase 2 be?
He's just constantly on fire?
How about more fucking fire?
Yeah. Of course.
But no, he is not constantly on fire.
Oh, that's good.
The only thing that changes is when you take that fire damage. It's more now.
Great. Yeah, he's that's pretty easy.
So aside from the very beginning when I took some fire damage, I've yet to be hit.
Ooh.
And there as well, but
Yeah. Oof.
so yeah, kind of a peaceful fight.
Mm-hmm. And done. Wow.
I'll watch everything and remain here patiently. The throne will certainly receive you. But the question remains. What do you want? Tell me. Light, dark, or something else entirely?
Very good. Very good. Very good.
So boss triple header, we don't die once. I think that's pretty good.
That was pretty good. Oh, that was intense.
So Dark Souls 1, we had a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Link the first flame or leave.
Right?
Do you remember what we did?
I think you left, right?
Yup.
Yeah.
So in Scholar the First Sin Edition, you actually have that choice. In the base game, you don't.
Oh. Alright.
Linking the flame is a lot cooler in this version.
Okay.
You who link the fire. You who bear the curse. Once the fire is linked, souls will flourish anew, and all of this will play out again. It is your choice to embrace or renounce this. Great Sovereign, take your throne. What lies ahead, only you can see.
So we made it to the end of this thing.
Ah. You still got some stuff left to wrap up, don't you?
Yeah, but how?
That's a good question.
Well, that's because they changed the way that ending the game works in both 2 and 3.
Oh.
Is now you have a choice of when to go to New Game Plus.
Oh, is it like a selection from the start?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Or rather, we end up back in Majula.
Oh, okay.
And when we sit at the Majula bonfire, it'll say, do you want to start Journey 2?
Aha, alright.
So we actually have a bunch of stuff we need to do. Like I said, Navlan's questline would continue after the final boss.
Right.
That's how that works.
Okay.
We got a bunch of NPCs we haven't talked to in a while. The lady in the cage at the top of Castle Dranglake is still there.
That's right.
Let's see. There's a couple of secret doors. One of which that we could not get to until after we killed Vendrick, so decided to get all of that done all at once. But yeah, I'm just glad that we're done with this game.
Yep. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird when we go to 3 and I'm like excited to get to each new area and each new boss. Because they're actually really cool.
Yeah. It's not shitty like some of these are.
Yeah, they really have a lot of Bloodborne influence in that game, which is great.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
But I will not be sad to see this horrible combat system left behind, with its stupid agility and terrible iframes.
Yep.
Enemy placement, and rehash bosses, and 70 on 1 boss fights. Fucking looking at you, Skeleton Lords. We're actually going to go back to a game with lore in it.
Oh. That's exciting.
And a tutorial area that has a boss.
Oh. It doesn't block your path forward.
Yeah, there's no fragrant branch of yore anywhere. There are proper NPC quest lines.
Good.
Like, I'm not just killing people and coming back. Like, there are ones that you have to encounter them in certain areas of the game to continue forward.
Nice.
And they have payoff. One of them ends with making an existing boss fight even cooler.
Ooh.
The Covenants are still kind of garbage.
Yeah. It's still hard to get through the Covenants.
Yeah, it's why they took 2 of the Covenants out from this game.
Yeah.
The Champions Covenant and the Dragon Covenant are not in the 3rd game.
Good.
They are replaced. There's one that's like a duplicate, which is weird. So you remember in the first game they had the Dark Moon Covenant.
Right.
And then in this game they had the Blue Sentinel Covenant, which was basically the same.
Yeah.
They have both of those in the 3rd game.
Oh.
And to my knowledge, they operate exactly the same way. But aside from the Covenants being kind of shit, everything else is pretty good.
Oh, that's good.
I'm actually okay with the PvP because I'm pretty good at it. Because
that's also good.
When nobody has poise, I win.
True enough.
But yeah, this is why I didn't want to tackle the DLC, because we'd be here for like another 15 to 20 parts.
Ooh, wow.
The DLC is long, and it
Jesus.
is harder than the base game.
No, thank you.
It's better. I'll say that. It is much better. But
That's good.
we'd be here for so long. That was the Scholar of the First Sin Edition credits. Now we're getting the original Dark Souls 2 credits.
Oh, great.
So this is a little bit why I'm worried about them potentially making a 4th Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Because they've been pretty unclear about whether or not this is a trilogy or not.
Oh.
Because when Dark Souls 3 was coming out, they're like, oh, it's the end of the trilogy. And I'm like, okay, good. Not that these games are bad, they just don't drag it out for too long.
Yeah.
But then, as it got closer to the release date, FromSoft was like, no, we're probably going to do some other ones. But Miyazaki, who was the director of Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 3, and Bloodborne, I don't think is ever going to do another one.
Oh, no.
So maybe he'll do like a Bloodborne 2, or maybe they'll do another franchise. I don't know. It's kind of weird to think that like 6 years ago I was not a FromSoft fan at all.
Yeah.
And now I've blazed through 3.5 of their games. I I should really play Demon Souls. The fact that I haven't is kind of a crime,
Yeah,
and I should go to jail.
probably.
But I've made it halfway through Bloodborne, and then was like, I don't know why I stopped.
Yeah. Had other things you wanted to play, maybe?
I don't know. It's not like I found it that difficult.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a certain point where I just kind of don't know where to go.
Oh, yeah. I can understand that.
But yeah, it's good we're done with this. Maybe now I can stop dying so much, because I died a lot in the last couple of videos.
Yeah?
And there's cooler armor in the third game.
Yeah?
I'm actually going to have a dilemma over which armor to wear in each episode.
That bodes well for the armor, then.
There is one that looks like you're wearing a hood with a trench coat. And a knight's armor underneath that.
Oh, wow.
It is the sickest. I love it.
Yeah.
And from Dark Souls 1 to Dark Souls 2, there was a big jump in, like, cloth physics.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember that being one of the things they touted, like the sorcerer's robe that you can get as a starting one. The
Okay.
Archmage robe, or the Drake. I keep forgetting the name of it. But, like, it had cloth physics, and everyone was like, oh my god, that's so cool.
Yeah.
The third game puts this game to shame.
Wow.
It is so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, there are a couple of armor sets where, like, there are huge swaths of cloth behind you when you run.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks pretty sick. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I'm gonna keep doing practice runs. Wait for the DLC to come out.
Mm-hmm.
The second and I think final?
Oh, that's good.
I've been through the first DLC. It was short and mostly unsatisfying. But the final boss for it was pretty good.
At least that paid off.
But like I said, I was at New Game Plus 2 my first time through, so I maybe didn't like it.
Yeah, because it may have been a little bit, too much.
I was also level 160.
Oh.
But yeah, this most recent playthrough of Dark Souls 3, I finished at level 55, so apparently I just keep going lower.
Mm-hmm.
Dark Souls 3 is also the only one I haven't soul level 1 through yet. So, we'll have to see what happens there.